Hey, hey, what's up? We are back. How are you
Hey
doing?
guys, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I just realized something
Yeah,
that my headphones match the background of the Thunder Show thing.
exactly.
What?
And from my screen, your picture, your head is underneath the blue circle directly, so spot on.
I cannot unsee that. Not anymore. Oh my gosh. So, we have a lot of exciting things to talk about.
Yep.
One of them being that the what's it called? Oh my gosh, I can't speak English. I'm so excited. The first the first Champions League winner will be announced today,
Today.
and you
Woohoo!
guys will get to see the winner, which is insane. I'm so happy. I want to know the guy or the gal who was able to beat how many people like competed in in the Thunder Champions League?
They were about 300 in the
Jeez.
group, so yeah, it was a huge number, but
300.
only just one one. Nice. Okay. Only one person won, and
Uh-huh.
amazing. So this person won 20K sats, and the
Whoa.
other two runner-ups won 1 month of free VIP. How cool is that?
Ah, that is so nice. They will never play solitaire and Tetra Tiles the
Tetra times.
same.
Exactly.
Because ever since I started playing Tetra Tiles in candy mode, every other thing like does not cut it anymore. So congratulations to the winners. And for someone to beat 300 people who participated in the tournament, I think that person is a lot better than like all our football players because it doesn't make sense. How do you beat 300 people?
Indeed, indeed.
But before we get to meet the winner, we're going to go through our news. So let me see what we have lined up today. Let's go with this one first. So it is one on geez,
Concord.
English is hard. Conquer. The first episode was World of Warcraft, and I keep getting it wrong. Okay, Conquer. So I'm gonna share my screen real quick so we'll have a look at the news pop up. Here it is. But for those who want to read the news on their own, you can scan this QR code that you see on the screen, and this is what we have right now. Conquer to go offline 2 weeks from launch, offers full refund. Ah,
Yep.
man. I
Sad
mean,
news.
yeah, like imagine working. I don't want to. Okay, everybody, just look at the picture. The picture alone, when I saw this, I saw the picture and I'm like, we love all the people who produce 2D games, but when you see like 3D games like this and they get launched, like you can only imagine how much work went into building this game, and they launched and then 2 weeks later like we're gonna pull it back and give everybody their money. How did you feel when
Uh,
you saw this news, Kryptonator?
To be honest, I felt really bad because this game. Do you know since when they started working on it?
No, tell me.
They started in 2018, and
Whoa.
yeah, about 6 years ago they started with it, and in around May 2023, Sony bought the gaming studio, and they went for a fast launch, and everything. went back and went downhill from there.
Jeez. That is really crazy. So
Yeah,
much work was put into this thing. Like 2018, that's insane. And
exactly.
Sony saw potential in these guys because I mean, why would a company buy
Yeah,
like
yeah,
put money in? But let's scroll through the news and see what else it says. So they dropped um kind of like an excerpt of what they shared with the fans, and it says, Concord fans, we've been listening closely to your feedback since the launch of Concord on PlayStation 5 and PC, and want to thank everyone who has joined the journey abroad the North Star. Your support and the passionate community that has grown around the game has meant the world to us. However, while many qualities of the experience resonated with players, we also recognize that other aspects of the games and our initial launch didn't land the way we intended. Therefore, at this time, we have decided to take the game offline beginning September 6th, which is tomorrow, by the way,
tomorrow. Yep, yep,
and explore options, including those that will better reach our players. While we determine the best plan ahead, Concord sales will cease immediately, and we will begin to offer a full refund for all gamers and who have purchased the game from PS5 and or PC. If you purchase the game for PlayStation 5 from the PlayStation Store or PlayStation Direct, a refund will be issued back to your original payment method. So it goes on to explain like the different
yeah.
payment methods and how people could get their money back. But like um, something that I want to point here, and I don't know, I'm sounding like a cheeky gossip, but if you if you say I'm wondering like how much negative comments came about for the game to want them to bring it down, take the game down 2 weeks later. Is it the comments? Is there another scandal behind this? I'm just being a gossip. I don't know. I don't
Mm,
have proof.
mm, My theory is they published the game really fast. So as I told you at the beginning, that they started developing the game in 2018, and then fast forward 2023, Sony bought the gaming studio, and like, let's say they bought it today, next week they went and launched in a way in ads and stuff that Concord is going live. S- So this was
Oh,
weird. It was
that
really
is weird.
fast, and it was like a bit on of unfinished product, I think.
Hmm.
So even in beta, not a lot of people joined the beta.
Mm.
So there was a hype from the company, but not a hype from the users or the gamers in a way. So even when the game launched, not a lot of players liked the game, and it was weird. It was really
Yeah.
weird. But
Wow. That I mean,
if you
that is
if you think
sad
about
though.
it, it might have been the Overwatch killer. So
But
this
well,
never happened.
I'm I'm so amazed at how like 2 weeks. I don't know. That's just bad. But yeah, if to just I know okay, working on the game is one thing. Having it
Yeah,
tested by real people is another, and then putting it
exactly.
to market is also another thing. So
The nail
oh
in the
well.
coffin. Do you know what the nail in the coffin was?
What?
You have Overwatch, and you have so many hero shooters in a way that are free to play,
Mm-hmm.
and they were like, okay, if you wanna play the game, please pay us $40 and play the game. And
Mm.
this was the nail in the coffin, in my opinion.
Whoa.
So maybe uh, they will go free to play, but I don't think anything will help this game anymore, and it's dead, sadly.
Do 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 do. Good night, Concord. So the next game. Whoa, why are we? Okay, here we go. Next game or next news here I have on my screen is Google AI simulated 2D version of Doom. This was on social media. Was it last week or so? I remember you and I we had a call, and I
Yeah.
was telling you about this thing. So I'm gonna pull it up real quick so we get to see what it looks like because they published the game or like a video or a clip of the game. So we maybe we could watch the clip together. So let me share it real quick. Here we go.
Let's do it.
So that is the game. I don't know if anyone will be able to hear it, so I'm gonna try and unmute and see. So rewind. Let's see if you guys can hear it. Maybe not.
Mm,
Oh well. But you can see the
it's
game.
okay.
When I saw
Yeah,
this, I experienced nostalgia because it looked
exactly.
just like the ones
Yeah.
that I saw back in the day.
The DOS era.
I know, right? So
Oh my
th-
god.
I was transported back in time. But for AI to have built this is just so incredible. The last two episodes of the Thunder Show, we had some news relating to AI feature in the
Yeah,
last two
yeah,
episodes. So if you want to watch the last episode, we were talking about one of the games, a sim like game
yup.
that was that made use of AI. So you can scan the QR code to watch the last episode of the Thunder Show. But damn, AI is really good. Look at that. That is
Do you
next level.
do you think AI can go mainstream in the near future?
AI has gone mainstream. Like I'm thinking though it is going to encourage a lot of people who love games to want to build their own games because the only thing stopping you from building a game like back then before AI was I need to learn the game engine, I need to learn
Yeah,
the code or whatever.
the language. Yeah,
Um, but now it's like if I could find a good AI to build the game that I have in my
yeah.
head, then I
Just
could.
write the
And
prompt, and that's it.
this is really really good, and it is exciting and scary at the same time.
Yeah,
But I think for those who are building games, I think, and we spoke about this in episode 1, remember, Critinator?
yeah,
Like it's
yeah.
time for us to learn how AI works and how we could use it to our advantage because this is the future right here in gaming.
Exactly, exactly. And I really want to see it when this game goes live. If we can test it,
Ooh, that'd
I
be cool.
think this would be amazing.
Absolutely. So that is, yeah, I think that's for Google AI. Well done to that. Why does it keep bringing me in the big screen? I don't get it. Um, so we have some people saying hi in the chat. Hello.
Hey guys,
Belinda says hello, Thunder. Hey, what's
hey
up?
Belinda Garcia was one of the players in the Champions League, and she's
Woo!
really good. Hi
Oh my
Belinda.
gosh. Nice to see you here, Belinda. And then we have Kinho. Hi Kinho from Brazil, I guess. So yay. Thank you for watching the show.
Hello
And then
Brazil.
we have and then we have Pedro Jose. Hey, how are you?
Hey
Thank you for
Pedro.
joining in. And then we have Silver saying Thunder the
Thunder
best.
the
Yes, Thunder is
best.
the best.
You are the best, my friend.
And
All
then we
of
have
every
Stigs.
single person in our community is the best.
Absolutely, that is so true. Hi Stigs. We have, oh my gosh. Um CryptoSun710. He said it puts you in big screen because no sats. I know. Sorry. So they're gonna keep putting me there until I give some sats. Soon, sir. We'll find a way to give sats on the live stream. I think that would be super fun.
Yeah.
Um, and then we have a hello from Colombia. Hi, hi, hi.
Hello,
So thank you so
Colombia.
much for watching the live stream. Whoa, wait, wait, wait. I had Stig is Stigmata from your Twitch day. Stigmata!
Yo, Stigmata!
Oh!
What's up?
Oh my gosh. Thank you for joining us on this live stream. That is so awesome. We're coming back. I mean, we're coming back. So it's so nice to have you on this live stream. Now let's go on to the next news that we have here. So we had something a little bit about Sony. We mentioned Google, and now we're going to mention another big company, Microsoft.
Microsoft.
I promise this was not planned. I don't know how it happened. I just saw it aligned and I'm like, "What?" Oh my gosh. So this news that we have here is Microsoft continues to push for better accessibility in gaming. I'm going to pull up the screen real quick. But if you want to read the full write up, you could just scan the QR code to read the full write up. When I saw this, actually, it made me think about Thunder a lot, and I'll go
Okay.
into it in a minute. So we have people of different abilities, and it's it makes me so happy that game companies are um having them in mind when they're building games and tools for games. Like Microsoft has been working on like creating ways that can make gaming more accessible to people. This is an adaptive joystick that you see right here, and for those with special needs, and I'm just really happy that this is happening. um, but it made me think about Thunder in the sense that for Thunder, we have been working on, creating our games to be such that it is uh, helpful and available to everybody. Like there's this example that Des always talks about where she mentions women like nursing mothers playing Thunder, and it's just super. I know it might not be the same. But what I'm trying to say is that when you make games available for everybody, like you are able to include different types of people to gaming, which is really exciting. And the more we start
Yeah.
thinking about different kinds of people when we build games or gaming tools, or even maybe like streaming platforms for people with special needs, it
Hmm.
makes them feel included, which is really amazing. And I feel games should be for everyone. I mean, there are a
Exactly.
variety of games, but when you purposely build a game or a tool, it should be something that everybody can have access to. And now the choice is left to that person or those people to choose whether they want to play the game or not. So
Exactly. Exactly.
yeah,
There's one
that
time
was my thoughts.
I watched a video on YouTube
Hmm.
about a person that had an accident and he lost his arm.
Oh my.
So he made like a 10 video series or something, like a challenge, and
Hmm.
he wanted to game in one hand. So he bought something that mimics the keyboard and mouse, and he can play everything using this one piece of hardware. It
Oh
was really
wow,
cool. It was really great.
that's
But
awesome.
it was at first it was challenging for him, and then he got the hang of it, and he gamed. He played an FPS. I think, if I remember correctly, he played Counter Strike. So he
Nice.
played really hard games with one hand, one arm, and one hand, which is great.
Wow. Wow. And someone like him is giving inspiration to a lot of people out there
Exactly.
who love
Exactly.
games too. Yeah, but never thought they could play games really well with
Yeah.
the tools available. So yeah, I think
Mm-hmm.
kudos to Microsoft and kudos to every game developer or gaming company that builds with um these
Yeah.
amazing people in mind. So yeah, that is the gaming news we have here. Um
Yes, ma'am.
Now we're gonna go into the segment that I enjoyed the most, which is what the fuck are we doing? And first, for what the fuck are we doing, we have the Clinch Leaderboard. I am so happy
Clinch.
that we have Clinch Leaderboard. Look, I
Exactly.
I am such a Snoopy person. I go to the Clinch Leaderboard and see who's like the top player or top earner. I can't help myself. But like you didn't hear it from me. But I think it's really cool to have the Clinch Leaderboard now because you get to see it makes me want to compete more and actually put in more effort to learning the game. Cuz now like when we had solitaire, it was
Yeah.
like, oh, let's play solitaire to have fun. Now we're here for serious business. And the leaderboard makes me start thinking, okay, I need to put in my game. And because of you amazing people who play Clinch, I have significantly improved my solitaire scores. I kid you not. I used to be stuck at the deadly 4,000s. Now I'm in 6,000. Can you imagine? Like I could not believe it. So yeah. What do you think, Kryptonator? Kryptonator, can you hear me okay?
Hey, hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead. What do you think about the Clinch leaderboard?
Sorry, your voice is cutting a
Oh
bit.
no. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna fix that, but let me know what you think about the Clinch leaderboard.
Okay, the Clinch leaderboard is a really awesome ad we had for Clinch, and now we can see the best of the best players in Clinch, and we have daily, weekly, and all-time leaderboards, and this is really awesome. So this will let our players um, try and beat the best players. So let's say there's one guy called Shut Up and Take My Money, and if you
Yes.
he's in the top 10, I think. So if you can beat him, sir, you're a legend. So even if you can beat Redenter, if you can beat Rafael Pak, these people are really great solitaire players. And if you see them, if you play against them in clinch and you beat them, hats off to you guys.
I know. I keep losing against Shut Up and Take My Money. I think his name is or her name, whoever is playing. I think you gave your that name to yourself on purpose because everyone is shutting up and giving you their money.
I love his name, by the way.
I no, I think Kryptonator, the key to winning is changing your name to like I'm a clinch winner. Shut up
Yeah,
and give me more sats.
I will change Cryptonator to something like "Let me win in clinch."
Oh my gosh, yes. Oh yeah. So if you've not tried the Clinch leaderboard yet, or Clinch in general, all you need to do is scan this QR code right here to get access to Clinch and start clinching. Uh,
Yes.
uh, and then you can be like a Snoopy person like me and check the leaderboard and see who's the daily winner. I've got my eyes on you guys. Anyway, so the next thing on what the fuck are we doing? Is wait, hold on. We have Clinch on product hunt. So Clinch is on product hunt. We have like interesting new updates on Clinch, and if you like Clinch, if you've been playing Clinch for a while and you want to support us and let more people know about Clinch, please head over to Clinch on Product Hunt and, give us an upvote and drop a comment. It will mean the world to us. So just scan the QR code to drop
Exactly.
your review on Clinch. Let me show you what the product hunt looks like. So now you get to see what we have on Clinch, and some nice testimonials from people who have been playing Clinch. Huge shout out to you guys. And there's like a whole description of what we have on Clinch right here. So please drop a comment. That would mean the world to us. Let me see what else we have. Okay, let me see. Let me drop the link to the product hunt one more time before we transition to the next topic. And then I'm excited about this next
Yeah.
topic right now.
Everyone is excited to the next topic.
You better be. So so we have been running the Thunder Championship League. If you do not know what the Thunder Champions League is, you're probably living under a bus. But we've been running it for quite some time now, and like Kryptonator said, we had 300 people, or over 300 people, join the Champions League to get to the top and win some awesome prizes from Thunder. It was
Yeah.
actually an experiment for us at Thunder. I hope you enjoyed the Champions League. Let us know in the comments if you want us to bring it again, because I'm trying to convince Kryptonator that it's good and we should bring it again. But I don't know. The Champions League was your baby, Kryptonator. What do you think? Should we bring it again?
I think we should do it next year also. And already, some people in the Champions League Telegram group are asking me, when is the next Champions League? So people are hyped, people are happy, and this is good. This is good feedback.
Yeah, we have someone in the chat saying would be cool to bring it again. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the new date to bring up the Champions League. And but now we have the champion waiting on call right now, and we're gonna bring him up in a sec. But I see a question from Kinho who says, who answers emails when I ask a question?
I do, sir. Whenever whenever you send an email or something, I respond to you. So
Oh,
thank you. We have lovely conversations always. So I salute you.
oh my gosh. So and then I got a message saying that you guys didn't see the Clinch on product hunt. So I'm gonna just show it one more time real quick for those who didn't see the Clinch on product hunt page. So this is it. Let me know in chat if you can see it. Really appreciate you guys if you give us an upvote and drop a comment. I'm just showing it here because some
Yes.
people can see it. Now for the moment we've been waiting for. We have the champion he has been patiently waiting at the waiting room for us to shut up. And I present to you guys the first ever champion of the Thunder Champions League. Welcome to
Drum
the
roll,
show.
please.
Hey, hi, Krypton.
Hi. This is the face of a champion, guys. Welcome to the show, Sean. How are you?
I'm
Hey,
doing
Sean.
well.
So It's nice to have you on the show. First of all, before we go into like all our questions, like tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name's Sean. I'm from Maine,
Mm.
in the United States.
Can you hear us, Sean?
Yes, can
Yeah,
you hear
I can
me?
hear him. I can hear you.
Apparently, I
Oh,
might have mic
I can't hear him.
issues. And
Oh no.
I really like Tetra Tiles.
So what is it about Tetra Tiles that you like so much?
It's a puzzle. When I play, I take a lot of time. There are some ways to try to maximize your score. And, there's typically one way to do a good move that'll set you up for the future, and just trying to figure out how to maximize the pieces that come my way.
That is so cool. Okay, so what would you say is okay, if you were to give a tip to someone who wants to win the next Champions League, what would be your signature tip? If you want to share it with us, obviously.
Yeah. So, I don't know how to get the highest score possible, but there are a couple community members who are hitting some very high scores, and I think it has to do with that Orange Multiplier. Because we start with a 1x, and then each of the 25 rounds, we get one more orange piece. And so if the Orange Multiplier only goes up by 1 each time you clear an orange block, then we would expect all games to be ending at 26x if you got all of the orange pieces. But we've seen screenshots of Orange Multipliers, 30, 33. Don't know who has the highest one, but it's, what's going on? How is it possible that the Orange Multiplier can go up by more than 1 whenever it's cleared? I think that's the pretty key to some of these high scores. And for those people who do not know how the Orange Multiplier works, is I'd keep looking every time that you clear an orange block, how much does it go up by, and what might have caused it to go up by more than 1, let's say.
That's so cool. I have one question that I've been dying to ask, like for the longest time, ever since the Champions League has been running. How much time do you usually devote towards playing during this Champions League?
Yeah, Kryptoniter shared some questions that might be asked, and he did say that one would be. And so I looked at my Tetra Tiles app, and I looked at my statistics. And for career statistics, I played 3,399 games, and Tetra Tiles has tracked my time in game as 9 days, 17 hours, and 26 minutes. So
Oh my
a
gosh.
lot more time than I'd want to be spending. And in some of the the Champions League, any of the tournaments, whether it's a weekly tournament or a daily tournament, some of these games take a lot of time in order to consider which moves will optimize your score, and a lot more time than I'd like to admit. So I'll leave it there.
That is so cool. Crypt Leader,
Amazing.
do you have a question for Sean?
Oh my God. My immediate question is, do you sleep on the game? Oh my God.
Be honest.
Bro, you're amazing. You're
I
amazing.
will say that some games will it's great that you don't have to do all of your games in one sitting. So I can do a couple pieces here and there. I've got a lovely wife and a beautiful daughter, and I want to spend time with them too. And so I don't want Tetra Tiles to take up my world. And so some of these games do last a couple of days, as long as they're saved, I guess, within the system. And so it's not always all done at once, let's say.
Oh wow. So like
Nice.
what's good is that you could still have a life and win a Champions League, guys. Like don't sleep on your phone. We have a question from the audience right here. I'm gonna pull it up real quick. So Seba says, guys, which is the thunder name of Sean? And congratulations, champ. So what's your thunder name? If you want to share it, obviously.
Well, I don't exactly know it by heart since it is the generic four-letter word, four-letter word, four-letter
You
word,
can change
four-digit
it, by the way.
number. I know, but what am I going to change it to? I haven't found the right name, I guess. But I think it's like Dunn Gulp Meyer 1058, say. Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
Change it to Champions League winner, Champions League champion,
Oh
something
yeah.
like this.
No, you shouldn't have said it out loud. Like someone's gonna do that now. Guys, be nice. Don't take that name.
Well, if I see Sean's Thunder ID and the other Thunder ID, I know which one is the real Sean. So I'm okay with this.
Oh my gosh. So guys, yeah, if you want to ask questions, other questions to Sean, feel free to drop in the chat. Um
Yep.
we spoke about a bunch of like other news on the show before you came on. I would love to hear like your thoughts of on like AI and what do you think it how do you think it will affect gaming from your own perspective, especially as a player of games? So yeah, what's your thought on that?
Yeah, it's a loaded question. Um, I know in a previous episode, you and Kryptonator had talked about ChatGPT, and I think you had asked Kryptonator how often he uses ChatGPT, and I'm just like
Yeah.
Kryptonator. I use it every day. Not for Tetra tiles, but for for other purposes. Um, it's it's so helpful, the things that AI can help you with, save so much time, so that you can free up time to play Tetra tiles. Um, and I just don't know what the future of gaming is going to look like. I like looking at your articles here because um, I feel like they do offer some sort of glimpses into the future, because there's a lot that can be done, and I'm excited for it.
Yeah, absolutely. I am. I've never thought of the the implication of AI for the gamers. I've always thought of it from the perspective of the people building the games, and it can be exciting and scary at the same time. But like, yeah, I think I wonder how people will react when they start like scrolling through games they see online, and almost every game, let's say 90% of the games are marked created generated by AI. I wonder how that's gonna affect the feeling of gamers. I mean, I would feel sad personally. Like, it's nice to use AI, but then when I think about the amount of work game developers put into games, like, it would make me feel sad, one, because it's like I probably won't get a chance to see the craftsmanship behind games. Maybe I'm an old soul, I don't know. But I feel the craftsmanship behind games is quite exciting too. If you like are on Twitch and you watch game developers like develop games, or even game designers draw like interesting characters live stream, like it's just so exciting to see how much time and attention they give to the games. So oh well, let's see. I guess time will tell what's gonna happen. We have another question here for you, Sean. Um, Christina says, "What's the average play time for one game? Like, how much thought are you putting into every move?" That's a good question, by the way.
Yeah. For I will typically use as much time as allotted to me. And so for these weekly tournaments or the daily tournaments or the Champions League, it's done over, several hours is when the tournament is being held. And so I don't have to be pressed for time. And I think I use that to my advantage. But if it's like one of the what are they, duels, that you have a 15-minute timer, that's a completely different gameplay because you have to try to get as high as you can within those 15 minutes. And so I might not be making the same amount of same moves or at least thinking about it that hard. I'd say it sort of depends on how tricky of a situation that I'm in. If the board is very cluttered, then I want to be very careful with my next move because it could end the game if certain pieces do come up that I don't want to come up. And I go through a lot of games in order to try to find one that I want to play. And so if I don't have good starting positions of those white pieces, I will just restart, keep going until I can get a good start and then play from there. And then hopefully I can bring it to round 25 and get a good multiplier score.
Nice. I have a question for you. When you're playing a game, when do you think that you have to restart a new game or start to trash this one and start a new one?
Yeah. So automatically in round one, if there are any if the first white multiplier is in the center 9 boxes, automatically that's a stop before I even start.
Okay.
And then in the second round, what I'm trying to do is have multipliers all, let's say, within the top 3 rows or the bottom 3 rows or the top or the left 3 columns, I guess. So if I can at least block off a 2x3 grid somewhere, then that allows me to have a lot of open space to kind of maneuver. And so I'm really just waiting until I can get a start that I have a lot of space to work with. And sometimes I have to go through 50 games until that happens, but it's worth the wait because eventually one of those games I'll be able to push through for a high score. Any of these tournaments would be a lot more interesting if you had a certain game restriction, like you could only play 50 games, or it's the best out of 3, or if you add a time limit. So I don't think my strategy works for all tournaments.
Okay.
But if we're just trying to get the highest score possible, then this is one that I'm using right now.
Yeah. This is the format that we have right now. And maybe we can do something close to what you said, but we'll see what will happen. Great things are coming into Discord, so let's
That's
see.
true. We have another question here. Pulling it up right now. What's your history with puzzle solving?
Well, I guess that's a very open-ended question. I do the Rubik's Cube, so I've solved that a couple times. Behind me, these are, I'm a board game collector, and so all those are board games. And I guess those are sort of puzzles if you're trying to win the game, let's say. It's just, puzzles, problem solving. It's an interest of mine, like I'm sure many of the people here. And I think that's what draws us to Tetra Tiles, is because we all see the puzzle that needs to be solved within it.
Exactly. Nice.
Oh
What's your best
Sean's
board
big
game
gamer.
ever?
Yes, good question.
So my favorite would be Pandemic Legacy Season 1. If you go on Board Game Geek, which I think is the premier
Okay.
site for rating board games, it's currently number 2. So a lot of people share my perspective on that. It's a legacy game, so you can play it at most 24 times, and each time that you play it, it impacts how you play it in future iterations of that game. So there are consequences in how you play it. You'll want to play with the same group of people. And since it was made in 2015, which is prior to the COVID epidemic in 2019 and 2020 and so on,
Yeah.
there were some, let's say, interesting foreshadowing of how the world may react in a sort of pandemic, which is kind of tied in. So highly
Interesting.
recommended to
Wow.
find it, Pandemic Legacy Season 1.
Wow.
That's
Okay.
cool.
Thanks
We have
for
another
sharing.
question
This is amazing.
here. I have a next question from Stig or Stigmata. And the question is, what other ways do you like to earn sats? Hello, fellow New Englander.
I have been doing the Bitcoin miner game that also has produced some sats over and over again. So I do like just checking in once a day in order to claim basically a free 500 sats. And also shout out to New England. Yeah, and I invest in Bitcoin too. So I guess that's, if you make microtransactions here and there, then you might end up earning sats here and there if you trade at the right times. Yeah.
Awesome. That's so
Nice.
cool. Yeah. So yeah, Sean, do you have any final words on the show? And do you have a special message to the first and second runner-up of the Champions League if they're watching right now?
I did want to give a shout out to RuboCop32 since they had a score of 287,000, and that was in round 2. That was the top score in the entire tournament, and it's higher than I've ever done. And so
Wow.
it's unfortunate that score didn't come in the final round, because it definitely would have won. But nonetheless, RuboCop, you give us something all to aspire to. So thank you for setting the bar high.
Oh,
Nice.
good game. That's so nice.
GG.
Oh my gosh. It's nice having you on the show, Sean. And yeah, this is episode 3 of the Thunder Show. And I'm really glad that this show is special because we have our first ever Thunder Champions League winner, and your name is going down in history, sir.
Thank you, and thank you for having me.
All right.
Thanks
Take care, everyone.
for being with us, Sean. Take care, guys.
Bye. See you in the next episode.